Hey everyone, miss you guys a lot. I know it's a crazy time period and makes me think about how lucky we've been, that I've been to be able to work with you, to be able to cook with you, and how thankful I am to extend a day that we can use the kitchen, that Sharon and Baker School let us use the kitchen to cook with kids, and hopefully the parents can cook with their kids, and it's a huge blessing. So I miss all of you and hope to see you soon, but until then, I'd like to give you a couple cooking lessons that we can do so you can try it at home, okay? The meal I'm going to show you today is a personal favorite in my home. My family loves it. It's called a turkey bolognese, or some say bolognese. The traditional way is people usually do beef, pork, and veal, but we actually do turkey. It's lighter on the stomach, it's healthier, and it's delicious. So we're going to try that today. Okay, so what I have for my turkey bolognese, I have celery, carrots, onion, garlic. I use about 1 pound of ground turkey. If you're having a big feast, you can have obviously more than 1 pound, and you can basically double up everything that you use. And I like 1 can of pasteen ground tomatoes, kitchen ready, chunky style is what they had in the store, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to peel my carrot. So I'm just going to take my peeler and basically just peel the whole carrot like so. Okay. There's one. And for this meal, for about 1 pound of turkey, I use about 2 carrots, 2 long sticks of celery, and 1 onion. Okay, so I'll push these off to the side. 2 carrots, 2 celery sticks. I'm going to rinse these first. Okay, give it a good rinse. And with my celery, let's see my knife. I'm going to cut off the ends that I don't use. And different ways you can do this. Some people cut it really small, which you can, and some people even kind of puree it. They blend it together. What's simple is you can easily just take it and cut the end like so. So the end really looks like about this, okay? And you can do it at the same time if you want. Kids can take their time, parents alone. You could even just do 2 at once like so. Okay, and remember, go slow. Keep your fingers away from the knife, okay? And you just do this the whole time. Remember, my fingers aren't coming to the knife like this. I'm going to keep them away, come down, and move them as I cut. And to the end, like so. Alright? My carrots, I cut the ends off like this. Get those away. And what I'll do is I'll actually cut this in half, like so. And then I will cut in the middle, come down, get my knife in there, and push down the middle, like this. And then I will cut longer pieces. 1, 2, so they're long pieces. Get those away. And what I'll do is I'll actually cut this in half, like so. And then I will cut in the middle, come down, get my knife in there, and push down the middle, like this. And then I will cut longer pieces. 1, 2, so they're long pieces like this. And then you would do the same thing. You can hold them 3 at once if you want, or you can do 1 at a time, and you just cut down like so. Again, you can cut this even smaller if you want, but basically I'm looking for this size. Alright? Cut it down like this. I'm going to cut this one in the middle. Once. Same like this. down the middle, go down again, and like that. Alright, now I can bunch it up. You could do 4 or 5 at a time, whatever you can hold. And you just come down. Okay. Finish my carrots off like this. As you can see, we have basically the same amount. We have carrot, celery, same thing. Okay, now I do my onion. What I like to do is cut off the ends, like so. And I give a small little, like a slit of a cut. And I just peel off the skin, like this. Okay? Now I love onion, so I'm going to use the whole onion. Maybe you don't like as much, so you could change it, but I like it. Get my skins out of here. And I'm actually going to cut it down in half. So now I have 2 pieces of the onion. Okay? And I'm going to cut down this way. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, and then the other way. So I'm going to cut like this. 1. I keep it together. They don't go everywhere, kind of like this. And then you basically just move it like that and just go the other way. Okay? And as you can see, it cuts pretty easily, and now you have a piece of an onion, right, like this. Okay? Cut it smaller if you want, doesn't really matter. Cut down, down, down. I'm going to turn it like so. Okay. Now you see we have our big bunch of onions, carrots, and celery, and now we're going to saute these in a pan. I use a pan like this, and I'm going to cover the bottom of it with some extra virgin olive oil. Okay? So I'm going to cover the bottom, not too much, but enough that coats the whole bottom of this. Turn the heat on my stove to about medium, and wait till that heats up. And during that time, I use about 3 cloves of garlic. So while this is heating up, I'll wait, and I can start on my garlic. Okay. So I don't cook the turkey first, I cook the vegetables first. And for this, about 3 cloves of garlic right here. Okay, 2 different ways you can do it. You could simply just cut the ends off. I'll show you to get the skin off. 1, 2, and you just peel the skin off like this. Okay, it's a little tricky. So there's one. Or another way is, some of the kids love doing this. You put the knife on the clove. You actually smash it down like this. Put it here, smash. Then it comes out. You see, it basically does it for you. That comes off easier. The onion's already getting to my eyes. Starting to cry a little bit. Getting a touch of my sensitive side. Alright, so that oil's heating up. I'm going to take all these, I'm going to dump them in. And, ooh, those onions are strong. You can probably hear it and see. I take my wooden spoon and I will stir these around. Okay? While those are cooking, get my 3rd clove. Alright. And chop this up. So you want to mince the garlic. You want to cut it as small as you can. Unless you love big cloves of garlic, which is up to you. Alright, technically yes, you could put in a big piece like this. But I myself like to chop it up. Finely dice and mince the garlic. Okay, I'm going to stir these. And once you get to this point, you might be able to, I know it's tough and extended with the little knives that we use, but if you got one at home or a big one, you can easily try and chop it up like so. Okay. Keep stirring, because if you don't stir, it can burn on the bottom. Don't turn the heat up too high, but just enough. And I will open up my can of sauce. Okay. Not done yet. Okay. I'm not sure if you can see it now, but these are starting to saute. I'll bring the camera over in a little bit. And from here, I'm going to now add the turkey in. Alright, so saute your vegetables for about a couple minutes. Not too long, but a couple. Open up my turkey. And I'm going to stir. It can burn on the bottom. Don't turn the heat up too high, but just enough. And I will open up my can of sauce. Okay. Not done yet. Okay. I'm not sure if you can see it now, but these are starting to saute. I'll bring the camera over in a little bit. And from here, I'm going to now add the turkey in. Alright, so saute your vegetables for about a couple minutes. Not too long, but a couple. Open up my turkey. And I'm going to dump this right in. Okay? Now I'm going to take the phone off and show you. Okay. So I got my turkey in the pot. Alright. And we're going to season this with salt and pepper. Okay? Put my light on. Don't be shy with your seasoning. You want to be able to see it. Okay. I'm going to wash my hands. Take this again. You can see now I'm going to flip it over. So we want to season both sides of it. It's okay if you make a mess. Just clean up. And I'm going to add more salt and pepper. Okay. Just like this. And we cook this down. Okay. You see it's still pink, so it's not even close to being done. We just put it in. So you want to cook this, keep cooking this until it's fully cooked. Turn the heat up. And we're going to throw the garlic in right before the turkey's done. Not right away, not now because it could burn, but in a little bit. You can see some pieces are already starting to turn. It's already cooking. Okay, keep stirring so that doesn't burn. Okay, turkey really doesn't take that long to cook. And I'm now going to take my garlic and I'm going to dump it in. You can scoop it up with a knife or with your hand, and you just throw it in just like that. Okay? I'll use my hand. And stir that all around. It smells delicious. Yeah, my family loves this meal, so we have this every week. Can have this with pasta. We've actually been eating it with like a risotto, which is rice, and it's delicious really on anything. So it's up to you. Now, when I cook vegetables or even a meal like this, what I personally love, we have different things here. So we got my olive oil, we have balsamic vinegar, but I really love red wine vinegar. It's delicious. It really goes well with sauteing vegetables and cooking meat like this. And this is looking good. So what I'm going to do is actually dump a little bit in, not too much, but a tad. Okay, this looks good. I take this cap off. Little red wine vinegar, not too much, just a little. Done. Stir that around. Okay, and now I will throw in my tomato sauce. I got, again, pastine kitchen ready. Dump it in like so. Alright. Stir this around a little bit. And I season with salt, pepper, basil, parsley, and thyme. Okay? So I'm going to put more salt, more pepper in. And I have my herbs up here. Parsley, basil, my thyme right here, and if you like to make it spicy, you can add crushed red pepper. Okay, bring these over. And I use basically a palmful each. Okay, so I'll show you what this means. Thyme is pretty strong. I use not too much, maybe this much thyme. I never measure anything. That's probably why I'm terrible at baking. About this much basil, and the same for the parsley. like so. Dump that in. Use all dry herbs. You can use fresh if you want to. Dry works. And we want to stir this all around like this. Okay? And from here, once it's bubbling, I have it on a medium-high heat now. It will boil, and then we can turn it down to a like a slow simmer. And I actually will cover it, okay, with a top like this. And I cook that for about maybe a half hour or so. Okay, you could eat it after that. You could cook it for longer if you wanted to. And it's delicious. So hope you guys enjoy it. You can already see it start to bubble. Okay, so I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit. Keep stirring so it doesn't burn. Make any kind of pasta you want and enjoy. Okay. Hope this is helpful. If you do decide to make it, maybe you can take pictures. You can upload it on Instagram, and you should be seeing some more videos from me in the future. So, miss you all. Look forward to seeing you, and enjoy.